The front desk called me while somebody was already knocking on my apartment door, not tapping, not waiting politely, knocking like they already knew I was inside. I froze in my kitchen, holding a grocery bag while my phone buzzed in my pocket. The knocking kept going while the concierge said, "Hey, just confirming your delivery got to you?" I told her I didn't order anything. The knocking stopped immediately, not slowed down, not faded away, just stopped. I walked toward the door and checked the peephole. The hallway outside my apartment was empty except for a black insulated delivery bag sitting against the wall beside my doormat. Then the concierge said something that made my stomach drop. "He used your name to get through security." I stepped back from the door immediately. My building wasn't easy to enter. You needed a resident key fob just to get into the lobby after 8 p.m., and visitors had to be approved at the front desk before they could even reach the elevators. The staff recognized most residents by face. They were strict about it because a car had been stolen from the garage the year before. I asked her exactly what happened. She sounded nervous now. "He walked in carrying food bags and said he was delivering to you. He knew your apartment number before I asked." I stared at the delivery bag outside my door while she kept talking. "He also knew your last name." I went downstairs after security cleared the hallway. The concierge looked embarrassed when I reached the desk. She slid the visitor clipboard toward me without saying much. My signature was sitting right there, not exactly mine, but close enough that somebody glancing at it would notice. Same first name, same last name, same lazy curve on the final letter. The timestamp beside it said 8:41 p.m. I had been in my apartment at 8:41 making pasta. The concierge explained everything again while I looked over the sheet. The guy had walked in wearing a delivery jacket and carrying two takeout bags. He acted irritated when she stopped him because he said the food was getting cold. Then he used my full name immediately and told her I had already approved him through the app. He never showed a delivery screen. He never gave a unit number until after she asked, but he acted confident enough that she let him through. I asked if cameras caught him. She nodded. The footage showed a tall guy wearing a dark baseball cap and black face mask, but one thing stood out. He never looked around. Most people entering secured buildings glance at cameras, signs, elevators, directions. This guy walked straight through like he already knew the layout. Then security zoomed in on another frame. His phone screen showed my apartment number, floor number, and my full name. That question stayed in my head all night because, yeah, I ordered delivery constantly. Food apps, grocery apps, package drop-offs. My building had shelves downstairs full of bags every evening because nobody wanted drivers wandering around upper floors. But sometimes drivers still came up. If residents approved it, I started checking old delivery apps that night. That's when I noticed something weird. One of my accounts still had my old apartment number saved from months earlier. Another app had my phone number visible in delivery instructions because I once told a driver to call instead of buzz. Then I found something worse. One app still displayed my full last name publicly to drivers after accepting deliveries. I started deleting information immediately. Name shortened, instructions removed, profile photo deleted. But it already felt too late. Around midnight, I took my trash downstairs and passed the visitor sign in desk again. My name was gone. The entire page had been ripped out. I asked the overnight security guard where it went. He shrugged and said the evening concierge probably threw it away after the incident. But when I got back upstairs, the delivery bag outside my apartment was gone too. Security never removed it. Nobody admitted touching it. The next afternoon, building management emailed residents about a security reminder. No details, just generic warnings about tailgating and unauthorized access. That same night, the stairwell alarm on my floor went off around 1 a.m. Everybody heard it. The emergency stairwell doors were supposed to lock automatically from outside access after certain hours. Residents could leave through them, but nobody could enter upper residential floors without credentials. I opened my apartment door after hearing people in the hallway talking. A couple from across the hall stood near the stairwell entrance, looking confused. The stairwell door had been propped open with a folded delivery menu. The alarm sensor was blinking red. One resident said somebody must have forced it from below because the door latch looked scratched. Security came upstairs a few minutes later. One guard looked irritated more than concerned, probably some food driver trying shortcuts. Then another resident said something that changed the mood immediately. The guy downstairs last night had a delivery bag too. Everybody got quiet after that. The guard checked the hinges and muttered, "Jesus, fresh pry marks." Not a lot of damage, just enough to show somebody had been testing the lock. Management changed visitor rules 2 days later. No delivery drivers allowed above lobby level anymore. All deliveries had to remain downstairs. Residents complained immediately, but the weird thing was what happened right after the policy changed. The package room started having problems. First, random deliveries disappeared. Then, open boxes started appearing on shelves. Then somebody used the call box system to trick residents into buzzing open the front door. One neighbor got fooled because the caller said, "Package for 11B." That wasn't even her unit. Another resident said somebody claimed to be following up from management and used his first name before asking for entry. Security reviewed camera footage after multiple complaints. Same build, same dark hat, different jacket, no delivery bag this time. That was the moment I realized the guy was adapting every time the building changed procedure. He wasn't failing and leaving, he kept adjusting, and every new adjustment got him a little farther. I came home from work around 10 p.m. and saw a maintenance sticker attached beside my apartment door. It had my unit number written across it. Underneath, somebody had written, "Deliver here." At first, I thought management placed it there for packages. Then I noticed the handwriting, same strange curve on the letters, same shape from the fake signature downstairs. I ripped the sticker off immediately. My neighbor across the hall opened her door while I was staring at it. She asked if I finally got my food delivery issue fixed. I asked what she meant. She said she'd seen a delivery guy standing outside my apartment twice during the week, not knocking, not leaving food, just standing there looking at his phone. Then she said something that made my chest tighten. He knew which door was yours without checking numbers. That meant he'd already memorized my unit location. I started sleeping with my kitchen chair jammed beneath the door handle after that. The real escalation started in the garage. Residents used separate key fobs to access parking levels because vehicle theft had become a problem downtown. Cameras covered every elevator entrance. One night I came downstairs after work and noticed my windshield wiper lifted upright. Nothing else. Just the driver's side wiper raised straight up. At first I thought somebody bumped it accidentally. Then I saw the folded receipt tucked underneath. It was from a food order placed 3 days earlier. My name was printed on the receipt. The order had never belonged to me. I checked the timestamp. The restaurant was 6 miles away. I never went there. I stood there holding the receipt while looking around the garage, feeling sick. Because whoever placed it there knew the car was mine. I reported it immediately. Security reviewed footage again. No clear face, same dark clothing. But the footage showed something important this time. He entered the garage behind another resident without using credentials. Tailgating, no force, no hacking, just confidence again. But he walked directly toward my parking row without hesitation, like he'd already been there before. Management finally got serious after more residents complained, but they handled it quietly because nobody wanted panic spreading through the building. Extra guards appeared during evenings. Front desk procedures tightened again. Residents received emails warning against sharing names publicly through delivery apps. That email made my stomach drop because it confirmed something important. This wasn't random anymore. Somebody was collecting resident information through delivery systems, people's names, apartment numbers, access habits, door routines. The building manager held a short resident meeting in the lobby after another package theft happened. About 20 people showed up. That's when I learned 2 other residents had similar experiences. One woman said a fake grocery driver used her name to enter another nearby apartment building downtown. Another resident said somebody claiming to be from maintenance tried reaching his floor after using apartment information pulled from a package label. Different buildings, same method. The manager admitted security had identified multiple unauthorized entries connected to fake deliveries across nearby apartment complexes. I thought increased security would finally stop it. Instead, he got closer. One Friday night around 11:30, somebody knocked on my apartment door again. 3 fast knocks, exactly like the first night. I froze instantly. No delivery expected. No neighbors visited that late. Then a voice through the door said my full name quietly. "Delivery for you." I didn't move. The voice spoke again. "I know you're inside." That part didn't sound threatening. That's what made it worse, like somebody casually confirming information they already knew. I backed away from the door slowly and called security while keeping my eyes on the handle. Then I heard something metallic near the lock. Not aggressive, not kicking, testing, like somebody lightly touching tools against the mechanism. Security reached my floor within minutes, but by the time they arrived, the hallway was empty again. The guard checked the lock closely with his flashlight. Fresh scratches surrounded the keyhole, tiny marks, precise. He was trying to feel the pins. I moved out 6 weeks later, not because somebody broke in, because I stopped trusting the systems around me. That building still uses the same call box, still allows delivery access during daytime hours, still has residents posting apartment numbers beside food instructions every night. Management added new cameras and changed some procedures, but unauthorized entries kept happening in nearby complexes, according to neighborhood groups online. The strangest part happened after I moved. I changed apartments. Different side of the city, different building, different delivery apps, different account names. Then one evening my phone buzzed with a food delivery notification for an order I never placed. The delivery note attached to the order said, "Leave at usual apartment." I deleted every delivery app I had after that. Now I meet drivers outside. I never put my full name anywhere publicly anymore. And every time somebody follows me through a secure door without scanning credentials, I immediately think about that guy walking confidently through my old lobby carrying a fake delivery bag like he belonged there. Because the worst part wasn't that security failed once. It was realizing how easy it was for somebody normal looking to keep passing through systems designed to stop them. If this story made you rethink how much personal information gets exposed through delivery apps, apartment systems, and everyday routines, subscribe to the Urban Warning. Because sometimes the danger isn't somebody forcing their way into the building. Sometimes it's somebody learning how easy it is to act like they already belong there.